everybody, and welcome to NASCAR.com GarageCam, presented by Mobile One. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner, and we are at Martinsville Speedway in Virginia, the paperclip. And guess what, folks? It's loud. That's because the teams are prepping, but the Camping World Truck Series is on the track. Right there, Cole Witt walking by with his helmet, getting ready. A lot of these Cup guys are on top of their haulers right now, watching this Truck Series practice, including Sorensen up there. Oh, folks, if you're new to the chat, you see the little chat bubble to the left there. It's on the top left. Click on that little white chat bubble. It opens up our chat room. Log in. We want to know who you are, where you're from, what you want to see on the show today. No boring requests. Well, we'll try not to. First in today's interactive garage, Emma Hart. You wanted to see the 27, the 3, the 34, the 38, the 48. You want to see a lot of cars. Well, you're not watching the show live because you're in school right now. I commend you for that. That's pretty cool. But you're going to watch the replay, and we will do our best. But pole position to Emma Hart. Josh Wise, Reed Sorensen in the 55. Over here in the open air end of the garage is Cole Witt's number 98. Let's take a walk over here. We're gonna pass a big old tractor here that's they use to blow off pit road and the track, and a little sweeper system on the front of it. Of course, the Air Titans were busy this morning. Rain showers overnight, making for a green racetrack today. But guess what, folks? The track is dry. The clouds are still here, but the sun has been trying so hard to peek through here, and I think we're going to get a full day of racing action underway. Chris Buescher, the number 34. If you were watching just about 10 minutes ago on NASCAR's Facebook channel, on NASCAR Facebook, we did a Facebook Live deal on there, and Chris Buescher was on there with me. Joey Gase making another start in this number 32 machine. Splitting the duties a little bit, Jeffrey Earnhardt running this car for the majority of the season. Oh, it's Mick Dizzle, Michael McDowell, K-Love, Thrivent Financial, number 95. Martinsville is the place where Michael McDowell got his first career start. It's a tough place to make your first start. Okay, you see that guy with the computer there? He's got it hooked up. They're tuning the engine on this thing to get the timing right. And now it's back to normal quietness again. Just a bunch of Camping World trucks on the track. No big deal, but at least the motors aren't revving too bad here in the garage. Well, Clint Boyer's number 15 car right here, the 5-hour Energy Chevrolet. It's hard to say 5-hour Energy and not say Toyota behind it, but you know, hey, what do you know? Clint Boyer. 4 top 5 finishes here. You know, his average finish here, he doesn't have a win here, but his average finish here is like 13th, which is like 4th best in the series. So it's not too bad. Clint Boyer doesn't run too bad here. So doesn't have the big stats here, but Clint Boyer, a pretty good short tracker, you know, growing up there in Kansas in the dirt with modified cars. And then in this place here, a really gritty short track here in Virginia. One of the most historic places we go to. David Reagan, his top finish 5th the last time we were here in the, for this race, the SDP 500 in the spring, filling in for Kyle Busch. What a day it was for David Reagan in that number 18 Toyota. Now he'll pilot this Dr. Pepper number 23 this weekend. Hoping for similar results. It would be a really big thing for this BK Racing team to get such a finish. Chuck, I just got waxed by this. The wind blew. Yeah, it just hit me in the face.
It's a windy day.
It smacked
me. There's a little bit of mist coming down, and I saw that smack you in the face, and it was awesome.
Was it your tears, or was it mist? I think it was your tears.
It was actually this.
No, it was your tears.
I don't cry.
The name on the board, but Matt DiBenedetto, this number 83, Cosmo Motors, the other BK Racing car, right alongside Danica Patrick, the Tax Act Chevrolet, Stewart Haas Racing. 7th place finish here for Danica Patrick, her top finish here at the Paperclip in Martinsville.
Tax season is upon us.
It is tax. Have you done your taxes yet, Chuck?
Well, today's April 1st, and I have done my taxes.
That means you haven't.
I have not.
Because it's April Fool's Day.
Hey, there's my April Fool's joke for you.
April Fool's joke. Hey, look, wait. Hold on a second. I gotta have fun with my guys back at the shop. Okay, her sponsor is right here. Her sponsor is this Nature's Bakery Fig Bar, okay? And they brought me a bunch of blueberry ones last week up in the truck, and my guys took them all. I love the blueberry ones, and they took all my blueberry ones. Oh well, I'll have to get some new ones.
You remind me of Veruca Salt and the blueberries.
I love blueberries. I used to sit at New Egypt Speedway in New Jersey. We'd go pick blueberries before the races and eat them all night. Anyway, Landon Castle, the number 38 MDS. Nobody wants to hear about my blueberry consumption.
No, I do. I really do.
No.
That was an enthralling story.
It was.
Did you sing a song while you picked blueberries?
No, I just picked them real quick because I wanted to get back to the racetrack. So, anyway, crew guys right here on the 16, Greg Biffle Ford. Getting it. Oh, there you go. Hey, it's still loose. It's still loose. You need one more hit. One more hit. There you go. Much better. The guy behind the camera, there's no hope for him. Casey Mears, the number 13 Geico Chevrolet. Casey actually just walked by us a few minutes before we got here. Before we started the show. And here is Michael Lynette walking through the garage. Let's see if we can grab Michael real quick. And
What's up, bud?
all right, man, we're here at the Paperclip. Okay, a lot of people like this place and hate it. Where are you as far as your scale?
Well, it pretty much just depends on the car you got. I've been here with a car that didn't want to turn and hated it, and then came back here with one of the best cars we had last year, and now I love it. So definitely this is one on the schedule we've been looking forward to.
Hey, man, I heard you're going to be doing something pretty cool with the checkers coming up.
Yep.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, we're gonna, I guess, go drop. We're gonna do a puck drop, and then at some point, I actually get to put the old skates on and the hockey gear and go practice with them. So, yeah, we got a couple cool things coming up with them.
You think if you do good, they'll sign you to an entry-level contract?
I'd be making a bunch of money if I could be a pro at two sports. I know that.
The Deion Sanders of NASCAR. No. All right, Michael Annette right there. Two-sport athlete. That's right. Well, Deion Sanders didn't play hockey or NASCAR, but he was one heck of an athlete. One of my favorites. Or the Bo Jackson. We could be like, hey, he's like Bo Jackson.
Bo knows NASCAR.
Bo knows NASCAR. I'm sure Bo does know NASCAR.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how about this new paint scheme, Chuck? The Goodies Ride, a little purple mixed fruit blast.
I'm a
Gotta
fan.
love the blast.
It's a blast.
It's a blast for Brian Scott. Another driver making his first career start here at Martinsville, Brian Scott. This is a tough place to make your first start, I'll tell you that right there.
But, you know, if you're going to pick a place to make your first start, I'd go Tough.
Yeah, I would.
Not your first start, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. But Kyle Larson, well, speaking of tough, Kyle Larson has had a tough time here at Martinsville. Career best finish, I think he's got 4 starts, if I'm correct, because he ran here before his rookie season, 4 starts, best career finish of 19th. So unbelievable struggle here for Kyle Larson. This is a place where, you know, a guy like this that likes to get on the throttle and run it wide open has a tough time with this discipline. This is a totally different discipline than any other track. Check it out, it's Regan Smith over here. Regan Smith's talking to Trey Tomeno here in the garage area. We'll grab Regan for a second here. All right, we always talk about a bunch of different things here at Martinsville. What do you think we're going to ask you? What do you think we're going to ask you if you had to guess?
You're probably going to ask me about the racetrack, what I think the track's going to be like, and how many hot dogs I've had today.
Exactly. So what's the answer to both questions?
Well, I think the racetrack, obviously it's cloudy, it's cool, so it'll be gripped up a little bit, but you know, this place has been chewing tires up quick. We'll see a lot of guys in Q trim today. I don't know that we'll get to the point where guys are falling off speed-wise at all. And hot dogs, I'm going to steer clear until maybe Sunday. I might try one Sunday.
They're worth 2 tenths.
Post race. If it's 2 tenths, I'm going to go get one right now.
Go for it. Regan Smith, driver of this Tommy Baldwin Racing number 7 here. And there's the digital dash inside of Regan Smith's Chevrolet. The Paul Menard number 27 getting worked on right here. Oh, Cam. He's got a little rod there, okay? And I don't know if you can see it in his hand, but basically you slide the lead through the rails, through the frame rails of this car, okay? And this guy over here is putting lead inside the car, and then Cam is able to get it into position with that little bar right there. And that's where they slide the lead inside these race cars to make adjustments to the weight. It's Timmy Latiga, superstar. Hey, Trevor Bayne. I love this car because it's flat white. You can't really see it on TV, but it's not a gleamy, shiny white. It's a flat white. But Trevor Bayne, a milestone for this young race car driver. Already his 100th start. Trevor Bayne, 100. That's pretty cool. Ryan Newman in the Granger number 31. Ryan Newman has a win here. He can get it done. But Newman hoping to get back in victory lane. It's been a little while for the Indiana driver. Brian Vickers to number 14, Arnie's Army Charitable Foundation on the side of this Tony Stewart machine. Stewart Haas boys getting ready, and even the in-car guys right over here with BSD getting this thing ready. AJ Allmendinger, the number 47. You know, NASCAR Drive is pretty cool. You know about NASCAR Drive, right, Chuck Bush? NASCAR Drive is pretty cool because it's your in-car. And now you can't hear me. Come on over here. So folks, it used to be Race Buddy that we'd preview what cars have in-car cameras. But now it's NASCAR Drive, so make sure you check it out. Kevin Harvick, Joey Logano, Danica Patrick, Eric Amarola, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Clint Boyer will be your in-cars. That's breaking news right to you guys for this weekend. If you're big nerds like me, who if I was home, I'd be watching on the computer on NASCAR.com, following live leaderboard, and I'd be tuning in all weekend long on TV. Leah Bartlett, you want to see the number 5 of Casey Kane? Well, there is the number 5, Great Clips Chevrolet. Cody Baker, the number 24 car, was the winner last time we were here, but it wasn't this driver, the young driver, Chase Elliott, making his second start. Will be making his second start here at Martinsville Speedway, signing some autographs for fans as we go to sign in here at the NASCAR hauler. Obviously the 24 car, such a popular car in this sport, and now Chase Elliott, one of the popular drivers in this sport, driving the 3M machine, taking time for his fans right here to sign some autographs. Biggest rookie competitor, arguably, right next door, the number 21 of Ryan Blaney. And there's the number 24, slammed down on the ground. That's because they have the right side jacked up. Louis DiDonato, it's my birthday Monday. You would like to see Chase Elliott's 3M car. There is Chase Elliott, and there is his 3M car. And he's got a throng of fans behind the trailer, behind the car, following him. Get an autograph. The Dawsonville driver. That was such a story last year. This race had a lot of storylines last year, but the 24 being in victory lane and Jeff Gordon's final win as the Sprint Cup Series competitor just makes this place so iconic to Jeff Gordon. And now carrying on that legacy in number is Chase Elliott here in that 3M Chevrolet. Talking with Alan Gustafson. The number 20 of Matt Kenseth It is so loud down here. CJ Latirzo, my audio guy right up here. Look at it. There's CJ. He has the best microphones. And he's sitting there looking like a maestro trying to get it so you guys can hear us. It's pretty incredible. Hey, the number 20 car, he wasn't involved in anything the last time we were here, was he? I really don't think he was. He had a pretty uneventful day. But here, the number 20 car stole headlines here. He's trying to steal headlines here in a different way this weekend. And not for what happened last year. He's trying to steal headlines by getting his first win here, okay? He has the most starts of anybody here without a win. 32 starts for Matt Kenseth. Still has yet to get a Martinsville clock, so something big time on the list for this Wisconsin driver. Ricky Stenhouse, the number 17 right here. And there is Ricky Stenhouse getting ready to go here, watching a little bit of truck practice before we get going. Martinsville's such a tricky place, and it's not been that kind to the Olive Branch, Mississippi driver. But the 17 Fastenal team trying to get Stenhouse a good finish here this weekend. As you look at the Fastenal Ford right here. And let's get Ricky real quick. All right, man, it's Martinsville. This place hasn't been that kind to you. I mean, is it a love-hate relationship?
It is not a love-hate relationship because I don't like it.
What is it about it that you don't like?
Well, I don't like it yet. We've just really struggled. You know, our cars haven't been as good as I want them to be. I'm probably not as good as I need to be. You know, but we're gonna go out here and practice and make a long run, see how our Fastenal Ford, you know, how the tires fall off. I have been decent here and got caught in a wreck, but we were really good on the long run. So we're gonna try to get it tuned up for the long run here. Last time we were here, I was good for about 30 laps, and then it was not good at all. So, you know, our tires would fall off, we get a little bit tight, get a little bit loose, and just wasn't good. So we got a lot of work to do, but we've been working this off week, the last 2 weeks, really hard on this thing. So I'm kind of anxious to see what it's going to be like when we get out there.
So did you have any vacation in the off time, or did you do anything?
Oh yeah, we went to Cabo, enjoyed the sun, got a little tan, and so that was good. Enjoyed Easter. Went to Mill Hill Stadium for the Hal Brown III. The 100, and
Hal's a pretty cool kid, man. That
Hal
kid is awesome,
Hal
dude.
was awesome. So you know, if anybody wants to check Hal out, make sure to maybe go to Mill Hill Stadium's Twitter, check that out. But it was a lot of fun. I'm not very good at RC cars either, so
You didn't qualify.
no, I need to practice that along with Martinsville.
All right, Ricky Stenhouse right here, the number 17 ride, and yeah, he had a lot of fun up there. A bunch of us get together and run RC cars at Mill Hill Stadium. His spotter right here, Mike Herman Jr.'s backyard little racetrack. We kind of had a private event for a special little kid, Hal Brown III. He's got cancer, but you wouldn't know it, man, if you hung out with the kid. The kid lit up the room when he showed up and had us laughing all night long, and he even raced himself. Hal Brown, a true racer, and I'm lucky to call him a friend now.
Hey,
great
Matthew.
kid, so.
Matthew, I failed you as a producer. I forgot to tell you when we passed halfway. But
We're past halfway.
yeah, we're past halfway. We've got 8 minutes
Oh,
to
yeah,
go.
We're okay.
Yeah.
We're okay, but we have to stop and see the SDP car because this is the SDP 500.
It is, and this is the 43 car.
It's iconic.
It's iconic. It just got put in a monster's hand in Dover too.
Yes, it did. Jamie McMurray, the number 1. Another guy that can get it done here, but looking for his first win, Mark Truex Jr. A lot of guys are winless here because if you get the knack of this place, you get the knack. Hi, Jim Lees. Hi, Matt from the Jersey Shore. Please show my home guy, Martin Truex. Well, Martin Truex Jr. His dad, Martin Truex, was one heck of a racer, actually. Modifieds and Busch North cars in the Northeast, and that's where his racing lineage comes from. A real strong racing family here, the Truex family out of New Jersey. And of course, I think he's partial too, because he's a Jersey guy too. So Jim Lees, there you go. 2 Jersey guys right there. Martin Truex Jr. and audio guy extraordinaire, CJ Latirza. Austin Dillon, 4 starts here. I think a top finish of 11th for Austin Dillon, but one heck of a season so far for this young driver, and we'll see if he can capitalize on that momentum that he's had so far in 2016 and carry it to a place that has been a little bit of a struggle at times for him. But see if he can get it done. Brad Keselowski already in his car, and if we hustle up here, you can see your favorite over here. All the GarageCam fans love seeing some Dale Jr. He's strapping into that number 88 nationwide paint scheme this weekend. Dale Earnhardt Jr. certainly knows what Matt Kenseth feels here at Martinsville, because they both came into the Sprint Cup Series at the same time. They both had an incredibly long winless streak, but then Dale Earnhardt Jr. just the other year getting that big win, getting that grandfather clock at a place that he adores so much. He adores this place for one reason: history. But now if you look at the other deal, 32 races, both of them have 32 races. He has a win, Matt Kenseth does not. So if anybody knows about breaking a long winless drought here at Martinsville, it is the driver of this nationwide number 88. Kurt Busch broke a career longest winning drought here just 2 years ago in pretty spectacular fashion. So in his first year with Haas in this number 41. And the Monster Energy driver hoping to repeat that success. Joey Logano. Daniel Corbin says, "You want to see Joey Logano, please?" Well, there is Joey Logano and the number 20 car right there, the Penske ride, shaking his head, giving us a smile inside the cockpit of that Penske Ford. This is like winless row here, because you have Joey Logano, such a successful stock car racer. Still has not gotten a win here, but he doesn't have a lot of starts here. Kyle Busch, the same. Love that Candy Rocket, don't you? I mean, it is a beautiful looking car right there. Denny Hamlin right alongside. Denny Hamlin, 5 wins here. An amazing record here for Denny Hamlin at his Virginia track. Of course, he's a Virginia native, much like Mike Paris right here. But Denny Hamlin fares so well at these Virginia ovals, and I think it's because, well, you feel at home. You gotta feel at home. And this is the place you can get it done. 5 wins for Denny Hamlin here. 5 wins for Denny Hamlin at Martinsville. And he's cut that motor, getting it going right now. Making it hard for us to talk. It's loud. Carl Edwards, the number 19. Some of the Roush drivers, you know, he used to be a Roush driver, traditionally snake bitten here. When you look at Matt Kenseth, Greg Biffle, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Carl Edwards. Carl Edwards trying to get a handle on this place, but I think the change of scenery most certainly helps. Jimmy Johnson might know a little thing or two about getting around this place. You look at 8 wins. Yeah, 8 wins. Kind of impressive, isn't it? But even more impressive than that is the fact that in 28 starts, he has 18 top 5 finishes. Folks, that means only 10 times he's finished outside of the top 5. That is truly spectacular. Jimmy Johnson, 2 wins so far on the season in the 2016 season. Crew Chief Chad Canals giving some last-minute instructions to his driver, Jimmy Johnson, as Jimmy is strapped in to the number 48 Lowe's Chevrolet. Some clouds looming around the Martinsville Speedway, but looking at CJ Latirza's Doppler weather right before the show, it appears that we're going to be okay for this practice session. Heck, we might be okay all day. Coors Pole qualifying later today. Coors Light Pole qualifying set for later today, and action-packed day here with the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series here at Martinsville as well. Kevin Harvick, the Jimmy John Sandwiches, number 4. Right alongside Kevin Harvick. He's got a win here. 3 top 5 finishes. It's a very streaky place. We're going to go to where you can see him rolling out. I don't know how many minutes until practice starts, but it looks like it's about to get going. We're putting up some ropes here. 2 minutes until practice starts. And here we are at Martinsville. Let's walk over here and show you something pretty cool. This place has such history. Opened in 1948. First NASCAR race, opened in 47. First NASCAR race in 1948. Cup Series, though, here with Red Byron winning in Raymond Parks' car in 1949. I believe it was an Oldsmobile. 3 laps ahead of Lee Petty. But if you look at the track surface there, it's one of the most unusual surfaces we have, because this is the only track that has a surface change, really. You know, only oval. Well, we have concrete in the turns, and then it goes to pavement. So concrete and pavement here. When this place was first started, it was a dirt track and then a dirt paved oval. So it was part paved, part dirt. So Martinsville, this is a place that we revisit our roots every time we come here, because it's just simple. And that's the beauty of it. It's absolutely beautiful in its simplicity, Chuck Bush. I mean, Chuck's looking at me and smiling because I'm getting all wax poetic. That's because we're at Martinsville. This is a place that's not that fancy. It's not full of, you know, Uber suites all over and you know, it's just Martinsville, and it's beautiful because it's just a good old-fashioned grassroots short track. And these drivers relish, most of them, the opportunity to revisit their roots and drive and get physical. And that's what happens here at Martinsville. Close quarters racing, and it's just a brand of racing. You never know what's going to happen. The passion, the emotion sometimes overflows, and we saw that last year. The complexity of how dramatic this chase is, and then it all boiling over between Matt Kenseth and Joey Logano, and you know, of course, stiff penalties after that. But it was just a great example of the true emotion of this sport, how much it means, the passion, how much it means to these guys. And you look back to 1979 Daytona 500 and that passion right there with the fight. We saw it here at Martinsville last year, and you saw the crowd. The capacity crowd at Martinsville here erupt when it happened. And, you know, it's not something any of us in the sport want to see on a regular basis, but a great example to these fans watching here on GarageCam of just what it means to race in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series and at an amazing facility like Martinsville. The cars are rolling out on the track right now. That means practice is set to get underway. Jimmy Johnson giving us a wave there in the number 48. Make sure to tune in to the STP 500 Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fox Sports 1, on MRN, and of course on Sirius XM Satellite Radio. 134 Sprint Cup Series races have been held here at Martinsville Speedway. 609 drivers have graced this half-mile paperclip facility in the Sprint Cup Series. 48 different winners. Will it be the 48th this weekend? He has 8. Can he make it 9? Can he make it number 78? Ricky Stenhouse, can he figure this place out? Chase Elliott, he already has a start here. That's a great thing. His first start here last year in the spring didn't fare too well, 38th place finish. But you know what? At least he's got a head start over fellow rookies like Ryan Blaney. The Sprint Cup Series cars are rolling on the track for the STP 500. This is GarageCam presented by Mobile One. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner. Oh, we're firing them up, baby. Until next time, we'll see you at the races.